very much for that kind introduction. Good morning, faculty, students, staff, family members, and friends. I don't know if you guys understand what a certified nurse midwife is, and if you don't worry. I didn't know what one was until my first semester of nursing school. A certified nurse midwife is an advanced practice nurse who specializes in primary care for women, including pregnancy and childbirth. And in case you're wondering, I don't eat placentas and I don't do anything else granola like that. I do want to preface my talk today, and this is just for family members. You may not understand all of the words that I say today. I'm sure you're used to that. I'm hearing it from these guys here in white when they come home. And so I just want you to practice your nod and your smile, because you're going to continue to hear lots of things you don't understand come out of their mouth at the end of the day. So back in my day, when I was in nursing school, I know I make myself sound old, but we didn't have the thing called Pinterest. And I'm really glad we didn't, because if we did, I'm sure I would have done far less studying than I should have. But I wanted to share something with you that I read on Pinterest the other day, and I thought it was really fitting. Nursing school is a bit like childbirth. Once it's over, you tend to forget how painful it really was. I can speak for myself personally, and I can say that my memories of nursing school grow warmer and fuzzier each year. But in preparation, I looked back at some pictures and some emails I had sent and Facebook posts, and those memories started to rush back. And I kind of developed a list of things that I never knew that I would say until I went to nursing school, and I thought I'd share that with you real quick. So, 5 things Nicole never knew she would say until she went to nursing school. I got a C on my exam! 1 second, I need a prop. I've had 3 energy drinks today. I'm ready for my 4th. This adult can bathe herself? Sweet! My books only cost $900 this semester, thank goodness. Look at this spot right here. No, seriously, look at this spot. I think it's Lyme disease. The list of things that you never knew you would say is going to continue to grow and grow as you go through your career. And as you continue this crazy, beautiful journey that we call nursing. When I look out on you guys here, I want to tell you that I see the future. What I mean by that is I can see a warm hand holding another hand as you walk to the OR. I can see a cool cloth on a forehead that is bringing such comfort, even though the pain doesn't go away. I see a lifetime of gratitude formulated in 10 minutes. I see, well, I rather hear, incredibly raucous laughter coming from the break room, and it's way too loud for 2 a.m. And I can see relief on a patient's face as you enter the room. As brand new nurses, you guys are stepping into a scary, stressful, and miraculous world. Nursing school leads you to believe that everything is black and white, or at least they try to. But I want you to know that in reality, there are many shades of gray. Understanding the importance of this black and white foundation allows you to recognize and respect these shades of gray. Just like a piece of art is made up of lines, shapes, and artistic principles, it's the shades of gray that color it and turn it into a masterpiece. Each of you are going to find that shade of gray, or multiple shades of gray, to color your work of nursing. Now, I know that you might think that once you master IV sticks, that you're done. Nope. Maybe it's once you can pass meds without having to read Mosby's on every single drug. Nope. Maybe it's once you can finish all your charting in the same exact shift that you're on right now and you don't have to stay late. Not even then. Just like that masterpiece, you are never done. An artist looks at his own work, and when he does, he often sees areas that need to be improved. A little bit more shading here, polishing off the light and highlighting over on this side. The same is true with you. Y'all are your own masterpiece. Take into account that nursing is always changing. If you guys haven't read Who Moved My Cheese, you really need to read it. It's going to help you learn that you must embrace change. Whether it's little things or whether it's big things, big life-changing protocols, these are going to happen in your career, maybe even in the next year. Take, for instance, the delivery room, my expertise. A decade or two ago, episiotomies were the routine procedure for every laboring woman. Shudder. But evidence came out, and bam, all of a sudden episiotomies became obsolete. And you've got to be ready for this big change. And fighting against that change is only going to make it harder. The last thing I would suggest is that you're behind that curve of growth. If you meet that change on and you continually educate yourself, you're going to make your life a lot easier. Continuing your education, whether it's going to a conference, your certification exams, just your competency exams that you seem to have to take every few months on the unit that you're on, or whether it's advancing your degree. My very first preceptor as a brand new baby nurse had a trademark phrase. In fact, I can't think of her to this day without hearing her yell at me, "Lieutenant Musshorn, complacency kills." And I have to say, I have to be completely honest, the first time she said it, I thought, duh, complacency kills, that makes sense. And she said it a second time, and a third time, and a 16th time. And honestly, I just started to roll my eyes when she said it. But then one day, I saw someone who I felt was a very good nurse give the wrong drug to the wrong patient because she didn't use her 5 R's, and it led to a severe allergic reaction. The patient later had to have reconstructive surgery, and that's when it hit home. There's a point at which you think you're done. You've achieved all that you can achieve. You're the best you'll be. You are an RN. You are an LPN. That's it. You're done. And you feel that maybe there's a turkey timer that will go off and will tell you, that's it, you're the best. But I have to tell you, there's no turkey timer. There's no infusion complete alarm. There's no little blue line on a pea stick. Don't get disheartened though, this is a good thing. This is a very good thing that you are always going to be changing. In this career, you will never be bored. Think of all the other careers out there in which the employee clocks in, counts their cogs, clocks out, goes home, and repeats the next day. The human brain was not made for this. You guys know the importance of variety when it comes to the health of your noggin. Embrace the change and revel in the satisfaction of self-improvement. The self-improvement isn't just for yourself, it is for your patients as well. The value of improving knowledge, of honing techniques, and improving the method in which you handle tough situations, this has been known for ages. Think about Florence Nightingale. Florence Nightingale was born in the mid-19th century to a wealthy family. Society and her family expected that she would marry another wealthy man with a title, pop out a few kids, throw tea parties for the rest of her life, and she'd be done. She knew that this would not be fulfilling for her, and she defied society and her family by enrolling in nursing school. Within a year, she was on her way to the front lines of the Crimean War to care for wounded soldiers. When she arrived at the hospital, the mortality rates were outrageous. It wasn't from the wounds, though. The reason that so many of these soldiers were dying was because of poor sanitation and poor hygiene and poor nutrition. So, Florence Nightingale knew she needed to do something. She enacted certain protocols and thought of some new things that she thought just might help, looked at some research, enacted that as well, and within a year the mortality rates had plummeted. She took these statistics, she published them and shared them to help other hospitals improve their rates of mortality. This is evidence-based practice in the 19th century. It's not a new concept, it's pretty amazing. So with just 2 years under her belt, Florence Nightingale used those revolutionary practices, and she's just one example of what it can be to be a good nurse. It's not the number of years that you've been a nurse, it's not the number of IVs you started, not the ability to do a bed bath without getting wet yourself. My point is this: a good nurse is not a title granted for works done, it is a way of living. It is a philosophy, and it is a frame of mind. This is a way of living in which you are continuing to better yourself, whether in small ways or big ways. It's never through stagnation. Stagnation is what leads to complacency, and as I hope you remember, complacency kills. So, excuse me. A good nurse treats patients uniquely, fairly, and compassionately. A good nurse is a dynamic state that you can achieve over and over again, each and every day. Here's to your first day as a good nurse. Congratulations.